How to make a Where the Wild Things Are children's Halloween costume. Release your inner wild thing with a costume based on the classic children's book. You will need 1.5 yards of 72-inch wide white fleece, marking chalk, scissors, straight pins, a sewing needle and a sewing machine, 1.5-inch white polyester thread, 1/2 yard of white Velcro, a tape measure, bright yellow cotton fabric, polyester stuffing, a foot of 1/4-inch elastic, 1/3 yard of imitation fur, gold foil cardstock, white glue, paper clips, gray pipe cleaners, 4 1.5-inch coverable buttons, an 18-inch dowel or stick, silver spray or acrylic paint, a 3-inch styrofoam ball, aluminum foil, and a fake jewel about 1 inch in size. Step 1. Lay the fleece on the ground and have your child lay down on one side of it, leaving a bit of space between their arms and legs. Draw their outline with marking chalk from their neck to their ankles, leaving a 1.5-inch border around their shape. Step 2. Fold the material over in half, cut out the outline, and pin and sew the two pieces together everywhere except at the wrists, ankles, and neck. Use a zigzag stitch anywhere the material may stretch. Step 3. Cut out a semicircle for the neck on one side only. From the middle of the semicircle, cut an 8-inch slit toward the belly button. Then sew a 1 by 9-inch strip of fleece onto the left-hand side of the slit to create a flap. Step 4. Sew an 8-inch Velcro strip onto the outside of the fleece flap and a matching strip on the inside of the right side of the slit. This creates a closure for the front of the suit. Step 5. Have the child try on the costume so you can measure for a hood. Measure from their mid-forehead to the costume's back collar, adding 1 inch. Next, measure around the edge of the collar, adding 1 inch. Finally, measure from one side of the collar to the crown of the head. Cut fleece material using these measurements, try it on your child's head, and trim as needed. Sew it onto the costume, hemming around the front edge. Step 6. Make the mitts. Trace the child's hands onto pieces of fleece from 2 inches past the wrist up to the first knuckle, leaving a 1/2-inch border. Lay the patterns over another piece of fleece, cut and hem the edges. The mitts should look like flaps, so the child's hands and fingers are free. Step 7. Draw claws on a folded 4-inch wide strip of yellow fabric. Sew along the guides, leaving an opening between the flaps. Trim the outside, leaving a 1/4-inch border. Turn them right side out and stuff with polyester. Create thumb claws the same way. Step 8. Attach the claws to the mitts using a hand stitch. Sew elastic across the wrist, thumbs, and first knuckles. Then, sew a piece of elastic across the palm of the claws to keep them in place over your child's hands. Sew the mitts to the rest of the costume, hemming around the wrists. Step 9. Hem the ankles. Drape a piece of fleece over your child's shoe from toe to ankle and cut out the shape. Then, use this prototype to cut out another foot covering. Cut out a circle to go around the ankle and hem around the edges. Attach Velcro tabs to close the back of the heels. Step 10. Make foot claws the same way you made hand claws. Sew a band of elastic to each foot flap so they can be secured under the arch of the foot. Step 11. Create a tail by sewing together the 2 long edges of a 3-inch strip of fur. Sew the tail onto the costume. Step 12. Measure the circumference of your child's head with the hood on and add 1 inch. Using these measurements, draw and cut a crown from the gold foil cardstock. Sew or glue 3 1-inch Velcro squares to the inside of the crown. Glue the ends of the crown together using a clip to hold together until dry. Step 13. Cut a 2-inch wide strip of fur the same length as the crown circumference. Sew the fur to the base of the crown. Step 14. Add 3 Velcro strips to the hood that correspond to the Velcro strips on the crown. Attach pipe cleaner whiskers to the edges of the hood. Cover 4 buttons with fleece fabric and sew them to the front of the costume. Step 15. Paint the dowel with silver spray or acrylic paint. Cover the styrofoam ball with aluminum foil and insert the painted dowel at the base of the ball. Wrap a 1/2-inch strip of gold foil around the fattest part of the ball. Attach it with white glue and secure with pins until dry. Cover the top of the scepter with a jewel. Done! Did you know? The monsters in Where the Wild Things Are were based on the author's aunts and uncles.